Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian and today I'm taking a look at the Oculus Quest, which rather nicely offers a standalone VR experience. Now I've been using the Oculus Quest for about a month now, and it's pretty quickly become my go-to option for VR. In the background you can see me unboxing the Quest shortly after it arrived, and by the way, my thanks to Oculus who sent me the Quest and also sponsored this video. So straight out of the box then, we get the Quest itself, plus 2 touch controllers. The Quest is very nicely built, solid, and has a quality fabric coating. The straps are relatively easily adjustable with the Velcro here, and I found the strap itself conforms very nicely to the back of the head. Underneath we have an IPD adjuster allowing you to set your preferred focal distance, as well as a volume rocker for the audio. Meanwhile, on the right is a power switch, and over on the left is a USB-C connector. You can also see some headphone jacks there as well, and more on that in just a bit. The box also comes with a power block, which will be specific to whichever country you live in, and a rather nice lengthy cable here. The Oculus Quest takes about an hour and a half or so to charge all the way from 0 right up to 100%, and will last you about 2 to 3 hours depending on what type of game you're playing. You'll also find a spacer in the box, and this can be used if you wear glasses. It will increase the distance between the front of your glasses and the Oculus Quest lenses, although personally, despite wearing glasses, I didn't need to use it. The box also comes with 2 AA batteries for the touch controllers. For more information on all of this and for everything else you need, do check out the links in the video description. So then, let's move on to the software. This is the Oculus Home. It allows you to access pretty much everything on your Oculus Quest. We saw the library just a moment ago. This here is the store where you can purchase a wide range of games. There's a lot of nice titles here. Some of these are ports and others are exclusive to the Oculus Quest. Now on the sharing button, we've got a record option, which is very nice. It's how I captured this footage, which is captured, by the way, in a resolution of 1024 by 1024. You can transfer this to your PC or your computer via the included USB-C cable, or indeed any other USB-C cable capable of transferring data. The settings screen includes all the things you'd expect, including the ability to set up Wi-Fi. You can enable or disable the microphone from here. Indeed, you can pretty much control everything about the Oculus Quest, including the ability to enable experimental options, such as hand tracking. The Guardian system is also very useful. This will allow you to set boundaries for your play area. It can be set for both room scale or stationary playstyles, and once set, if you move towards the edges of the boundary, a grid will display, highlighting that you're about to leave the confines of the boundary you have set. Now, the Oculus Quest also has a mobile app, and this is available for both Android as well as iPhone, and it's actually essential for setting up the Oculus Quest initially. But once that's done, you don't really need to use it again, although you can. It's quite handy and will allow you to both browse your library as well as the Oculus Quest store. You'll also find that you'll be able to cast your Oculus Quest screen directly to any bound phone. And this is rather nice, as it will allow other people to see what you can see whilst you're playing. So with the description of everything out of the way, let's move on to the games, as well as what the experience of the Oculus Quest is actually like. So I spent my time for the most part with 3 different games: Arizona Sunshine, Robo Recall, as well as Beat Saber. But right now the range of games on the Oculus Quest store is large enough that there's a very wide selection there, so something for everyone for sure. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail on reviewing each specific game that I went through here, because I have reviewed these games before, and if you want to check them out, there's links to all of those videos found in the video description. So what I actually want to talk about here instead is how these games perform and feel on the Oculus Quest. So my first thoughts were that every game must be severely scaled down in order for the Oculus Quest to actually be able to run them. And this is true to an extent, but nowhere near as true as I was originally expecting. In short, you'll find that the graphics on these games have been optimized for performance. Obviously then, they're not therefore as good as the high settings on the PC counterparts, but that's to be expected. That said, what we do have here with both Arizona Sunshine and Robo Recall are still 2 very good looking games. And this is also helped by the rather good resolution of the Oculus Quest, which is 1440 by 1600 pixels per eye. That actually brings me on to the screen door effect. It's something that's not really noticeable, at least not something I noticed with the Oculus Quest. Although that said, I did of course see it if I actually spent time looking for it, but it wasn't something that was readily apparent or in my face during regular play sessions. In terms of performance, I found all of these games to work very well with no noticeable frame rate dips. In fact, after some time playing and then researching the specs for the Quest, I was surprised to see that the refresh rate is 72 Hz, and based upon what I experienced in the games, I'd felt that it was far higher, so performance is certainly very nice here. Bottom line then, in regards to both graphics and performance, they're certainly never going to match a top-end PC, but what we do have is a standalone experience, which is very good indeed. Now, one of the big things when it comes to any type of VR, of course, is tracking. And I found the tracking to be very accurate with no noticeable latency. And I found this pretty impressive. Even better considering the fact that there's no wires here, you don't need to tether to anything, and all the sensors are built into the Oculus Quest, giving you inside-out tracking. And to be perfectly honest, it's a huge appeal for the Quest. It makes it very easy to use just about anywhere that you can safely do so, and it also means that if you want to pick it up and take it round to a friend's house or round to families, you can do that very easily without any additional equipment.
90 seconds left.
Sound is a vital part of any gaming experience, and I found the Quest to be up to the task here. Oculus opted to not include built-in headphones and instead included built-in speakers. Personally, I feel this is the better option as it allows you to still hear what is going on around you in the real world.
60 seconds remaining.
The headphone jack, meanwhile, allows you to use headphones of your choice, which could also include the headphones Oculus themselves produce.
3, 2, 1.
In all games then, I found the audio fully surrounded me and was of a decent quality, delivering reasonable highs and lows in the sound spectrum. For me, it was certainly good enough. But for those who are more connoisseurs of sound and want more, or for those who want to not disturb others around them, then there is that aforementioned headphone option. Now, one of the things I really do like about VR, and one of the things that's greatly improved with the Oculus Quest, due to the fact that you can take it around to friends and family, is the competitive and shared experiences that you can have with the games. Beat Saber turned out to be a lot of fun in this regard, when my daughter kept showing me again and again how it really should be done. It really was a highlight, and a lot of fun was had here. Do keep in mind though that if you do intend kids to play this, the Oculus guidelines say that the Oculus Quest shouldn't be used by children under the age of 13. Now, there are a few issues with the Quest I'd like to bring up. The biggest of these is that whilst the Quest is a comfortable fit and that the padding is soft and snug, the Quest itself is also front heavy. It took me a fair bit of adjusting and readjusting to find the optimal fit, so that basically the strap would carry more of the weight for me. At a total weight of 571 grams, it's a fair amount of weight resting towards the front of your head, and whilst it's far from a game breaker, and I certainly wouldn't say it's uncomfortable, it is a very different feel to the Oculus Rift S, which balances the weight much better. But of course, the Rift S isn't a standalone unit, and therefore doesn't have a battery to deal with. Talking of the Rift S, I feel that Oculus more or less perfected the strap with that, and I'm curious why they didn't use a similar setup for the Quest, as it would have alleviated some of the weight issues I had. Another issue I have is with the video capture. Now, in and of itself, it works very well and is extremely easy to use. As you can see, the captured footage is also of a high quality. My wish here though is that I would like to have seen the captured footage in a 16:9 format. There is likely a technical reason why the Quest doesn't use that aspect ratio when capturing footage, but it is a bit of a shame nonetheless. That said, video capture in a 16:9 format really isn't something that most people would either care about nor actually need. Overall then, as I said at the start of the video, the Quest very quickly became my go-to option for VR experiences. Whilst as a standalone it doesn't offer exclusive PC titles, these nonetheless can be had when using the Oculus Link. Now, this cable effectively enables the Quest to be connected to a PC, and it gives you access to a wide range of Rift S titles. I did briefly try this out, but we'll talk about it in a more in-depth in a future video as I want enough time with it. But from what I've experienced so far, I found the experience when using the Oculus Link on the Quest to be the same as when using my Oculus Rift S. All in all then, the Oculus Quest is an impressive experience. Its simplicity of use and the fact it offers good quality graphics and performance means that I've found myself picking it up to use very often. It's also something I pick up on a whim when I just want a few minutes in VR. In short, it's nice for both short sessions and long sessions. Again, for more details on the Oculus Quest, do check out the links in the video description. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.